It's almost June, the garden's kicking it into high gear, and the temperatures, they're getting ready to soar. So that can only mean one thing. Time to start planting our fall garden. Not only will we be planting it, we'll be planting too. And while the fall garden planting will run over the next couple of months, it's actually starting right away. So let me show you the 5 vegetables that I'm going to be planting in June. A lot of these vegetables you can actually consider replantings. They're either ones that are growing in the garden now and we're going to duplicate them for the fall, or they're ones that we planted but didn't quite succeed for whatever reason. Among that type, we've got cauliflower. If you recall, our cauliflower plant, they just didn't make it. They were growing in the greenhouse, but then there was some bug or mouse, as someone suggested, nibbling on the plants. So we're going to try them again, but we're going to start them in the house and get them growing before we actually move them out here. So cauliflower is one of the first ones we're going to be planting. Cabbage is another vegetable that we're going to be replanting. We've got our golden acre, and we've got a good mix of them in the garden right now, and they're putting on some nice heads. So golden acre will be one we'll be planting again, and we'll probably be making another planting of this a little bit later on. But in June, we'll be planting some cabbage. I'm going to give my Mammoth Red Rock cabbage from Baker Creek Seeds another try. I'm going to try and pre-sprout these seeds because they didn't work last time. So maybe the seeds are just no good anymore, but I'm going to try and pre-sprout them. And if they don't work, I'll toss the pack then, since it means that they're dead. But I'm going to give them one more try, and maybe we can get some red cabbage. And maybe I'll stop at a store and see if I can find some seeds left over that haven't been sold yet for the current year for red cabbage. I do like red cabbage. I like putting it in coleslaw. I like pickling it. So I'd like to get some in. Brussels sprouts, I'd like to plant for the fall. They do really well once they get like that taste of frost at the end of the year. They get a little bit sweeter. So I want to make sure that I get some Brussels sprouts in so that they're growing in the fall time. Similarly, rutabaga. The rutabaga are doing really well, and I'm going to be starting these indoors just as I did some of them last time, because those that I started indoors, they're doing much better, coming to harvest much sooner than the ones I started direct seeded. So rutabaga will be another one that we'll be planting. And then new for the fall crop, kohlrabi. I didn't grow any kohlrabi for the spring, only because I really didn't have any room to grow kohlrabi in the spring. But by the time these get going and in the ground, we'll have a lot of open garden space that we'll be able to plant them in. And so these are the 5 vegetables, 6 different varieties that I'm going to be growing this year. And as I said, we'll probably even plant a couple of these, like the cabbage, again in a month or so. But this is the beginning of our full garden, and we'll be getting them in the ground this month. There'll be more vegetables to come over the next month or two, as we want to fill up the garden and keep it fully productive all summer and into fall. If you want to see what we were doing in the garden last week, check out this video right here, and then subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that way you'll be able to follow along in the progress on all of our vegetables as we try to grow a supermarket in our own backyard. Okay, thanks for watching.